So we really need to make that a real, to help people understand that work is an essential part. What is the question people ask, when you're out? They say, well, who are you seeing? And, what do you do for work? And if you can't answer that question, then you feel a little out of step. You feel not quite where you want to be.
Definitely.
And I've definitely have experience of that, just feeling bad being out of work. And that's what kind of led me into having depression, was losing a job and just feeling sense of hopelessness. Oh, I've lost this job. I'm never going to get another job again. And then engage in all that negative self-talk and my self-image being tarnished. But I think it's important to send the message that, you can work. And the other thing is, we like to say to people, you're ready to work when you think you're ready to work.
Yes.
It's not based on what we think. It's what do you think?
Yes.
Yeah.
And how can we support you?
Yes. And what can be a first step? It can be volunteering, it can be interning, it can be talking with someone, who's got a job that you find interesting. It's not even a job you want to do, but just to get out there and take action.
And volunteer work has really helped in my recovery and also my job search. When I was out of a job, I went and did volunteer work for the Samaritans. And that experience helped me meet other people and also develop my skills, and it helped me feel better about myself. And it was a wonderful experience. So if you're out there and you're out of work, and I'd encourage you to look at some volunteer opportunities.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
me too, actually. Just starting, just step by step, and because at least for me, when I was also out of work, when I was going to that day program, it just seemed too big. I mean, the idea of working, especially a full-time job, seemed way too big. So my journey is like one step at a time too. It was actually in the day program Clubhouse, kind of just doing some small skills, answering the phones. I actually led a little group, just a check out group, organizing a little entertainment group or a little entertainment performance thing.
Oh, cool.
And so I started doing that, and then I developed some confidence, because I think confidence is one of the biggest things for anyone, when they're taking each next step. And then I started doing the peer facilitation, where I led the groups at the hospital. And then I was I had the confidence to go out and get a waitressing job to really make some money.
Yes.
And then after that, I really started building up my skills, building my confidence, and then I got this job. And so I just think it's step by step, and confidence is a huge part.
Right, and it's confidence and then competence. It's confidence and then competence, because you build some skills and then you get a little bit more. They get some support from people, and people say, "Oh, you're doing a great job. Wow, okay."
Exactly.
And then you get a little bit more confident, and then you're like, "Okay, well, I add a few more skills," and you have the confidence to take on more skills. So it's step by step.
Exactly.
And volunteering can be a big piece of that, because when people care that you show up, and then you're able to contribute, and then you can develop your skills without a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that really helped me was having people around me that believed in me.
Yes.
Because there was a time when I really didn't believe in myself, and having those positive messages that, hey, you can do this. And people, friends, family, highlighting some strengths. And I basically holding on to the hope for me when I didn't have it in myself. And as peer specialists, we try to, inspire hope any way we can, whether it's through sharing our recovery story or trying to identify people's strengths. It's just a fantastic way to help people, to support people.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So it's a mix of hope and skill building and building confidence and really setting the stage for people to recover.
Yeah. And we just want to say everybody recovers at different rates.
Yes.
And everybody's recovery journey is unique.
Yes.
And what might work for one might not work for the other. But we want to really send the message that everybody has their own inner wisdom to answer life's most difficult questions for themselves.
Right.
And we just, as peer specialists, we want to help people get in touch with their inner wisdom, and this way they can make their own choices in life, and feel free to have their own mistakes and have their own successes. And we just really want to send people that message that they have the wisdom within them.
Right.
I think that's the most important thing too, is that we are there to ask questions or to point out someone's strengths or to share a little piece of our own story, but really it's about someone finding the wisdom within themselves to recover, because it's a fragile process, and I don't know, people need the space and the encouragement, but it really does come from inside, I think.
Fantastic. No, I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, if someone is listening and they want to know more about the Transformation Center, about Bay Cove, or about Certified Peer Specialists, what's the best way to reach you? We'll start with Scott.
Well, you can call the Transformation Center at 617-442-4111. And also, you could reach them via the web, www.transformation-center.org.
Fantastic.
And get the information that way.
Great.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess another way to connect with the movement and is looking into the recovery learning communities.
Great idea.
There are recovery
Fantastic.
learning communities which are peer-run, not organizations,
Yeah.
communities all
Communities.
over the state.
Great.
And so there's 5?
There's 5 plus 1, 6. 'Cause,
Thank you.
there's Metro Boston, there's the Northeast RLC, there's the Southeast RLC, Central Mass RLC,
Western Mass.
and Western Mass RLC.
That was 5.
Maria's right! 5! I tell everybody, she's always right.
We were making sure the audience was paying attention. I don't like to make it too easy for them. We want to make sure everyone's on the same page.
And then also Empower.
Yes.
If people are interested in advocacy work, Empower is a really great place to find out more and get involved.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. So those are wonderful resources for people to reach out, and if they're interested in becoming a certified peer specialist, there are courses starting the deadline is January 15th, so people
Yep.
should start applying soon.
Yep. And they can download that information off of the web, or they can call 617-442-4111.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Scott Francis from the Transformation Center. We really appreciate you being here. Maria Carlson from Bay Cove Human Services.
Thank
They're
you.
Wonderful, inspirational stories for you both. Good luck in your upcoming nuptials. That's very exciting, too.
Thank you.
It's been wonderful to share your stories with us today. And I'd like to say thank you very much for our viewers for tuning in once again to Employment for All. We're sponsored by the Department of Mental Health, and we really appreciate you tuning in and learning about how to support people. And remember, we think that everyone can be successful with the right supports. So look out for that special someone that might just be in need of a little confidence development, a little competence development, and you might just be that right support that brings them to their full potential. So this is Kim Bissett saying thank you very much, and we won't see you next week because it is Veterans Day. Enjoy the holiday, and we'll see you the week after that. Thank you very much.